Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another video. It looks like Mikey Williams ruined his NBA career. And I don't know what happened, but from another video that I seen the thumbnail of and the title of, it looks like he shot somebody. All right, dang, let's see.
One of the most famous high school basketball players was just arrested for assault with a deadly weapon.
Assault.
This is Mikey Williams. He's very good at basketball and has been for such a long time and has gotten so famous on social media that Puma gave him a sneaker deal at the age of 17.
Really?
Now, as a basketball recruit, Mikey missed the McDonald's All-American game. He's now down to a 4-star. He's currently committed to go to Memphis. But yesterday, he was arrested for 5 charges of assault with a deadly weapon. Now, according to this report from the San Diego County Sheriff's Department, this is allegedly what happened. There was an argument in a house. A group of about 5 guests was asked to leave. They got into a car. As the car was driving away, shots were fired, and the car was hit, but no one was hurt. Mikey Williams is alleged to be the one who shot at the car. He's out on bail, but each one of those counts has a minimum of 6 months.
God, that's 2.5 years, man.
I don't even think that there's going to be anyone who was even interested in the idea of even, having them on the team. Like, shooting a deadly weapon is like crazy. Like,
No, but it's all alleged.
alleged, yeah, alleged.
I'm
it's
bugging
alleged.
or it's giving me Iverson vibes. I mean,
It could, fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
very much so fair. But to even be around that type of environment,
his activity. Even if he was around that activity, I just refuse to believe the people around him will allow him to be the one to shoot it. Something
That's
was
true.
probably shot. It's all alleged, but him to be the nigga to shoot it is insane. Because if you're in a friend group and you know this is that guy, bro, everybody's seen Mikey play. If not on TikTok, on IG, or on YouTube, his hoop mixtapes have
especially
millions
the
of
people around him.
Yes,
They know who he is.
bro, you cannot let him take the fall for that or do something that stupid. It's
Do
just,
you think somebody else should just take the charge for him?
I think it's so egregiously dumb. I would be genuinely perplexed if he was the one who did it. I would be very surprised and perplexed. It would be a
But
state. It
let's
would be an
say-
S tier bad decision.
Let's say he did do it. You think somebody else should take
100%.
the, you think
1
somebody else should take
million
charge?
percent. One nigga has to drop for that. It's 2.5 years. If he takes it,
That's a minimum.
oh,
Oh, fuck.
bro, if he takes it, his career is like.
No, I get that.
Because you remember when Iverson got sentenced to 15 years?
No, for sure.
He got pardoned.
Yes.
And Georgetown gave him a lucky
Wait,
sentence to
Allen
15
Iverson?
years.
For
Who's
sure.
that?
He got pardoned.
Is it saying Iverson? That I heard.
Yes.
And Georgetown gave him a lucky break.
Yes.
Those are very uncommon scenarios.
I know. Very uncommon.
Very
actually.
uncommon scenarios. And in that case, it sure did look like the evidence was pointing to Iverson was being framed.
Yes.
In this instance, we don't know all the details. The reports, what it looks like, from what we've seen so far, some shots were
there's
fired at a
cameras,
vehicle that
that's
was
stuff.
driving away. So you can't argue self-defense if the vehicle is driving away and they're saying he's the one who shot it. That's a S tier bad decision.
No, it is.
It's so bad of a decision, I refuse to believe he's dumb enough to do that. I genuinely.
All right, I
genuinely.
feel
But
that. I
let's
feel
say
what
he
AJ
did.
said.
Someone has to take the fall.
Somebody got to take the fall.
100%.
Would you take the fall?
If my friend was like 5-star,
Yeah.
And he got me after I got
Because
out.
you got to
You
think.
would take the charge.
Yeah, because they're in an environment. First of all, I was in California and they have a gun.
You're already done.
So you're already committing. You're in a zone at that point. If they already have made bad decisions leading up to that
Yes,
moment.
yes.
Feel me? For having a gun in California
Yes.
and firing it, thinking that you would be able to argue self-defense. You're not. It's not Florida, nigga. Even in Florida, that's a tough.
I was
case
about to
make.
say, even anywhere where somebody's driving away and that's what you're doing is going to be kind of tough for you, my boy. He was released on a $50,000 bond, which is also kind of interesting. But no, because he already had a deal with Puma and stuff like that.
Isn't he 17? He's 17, right?
Yeah. Look, man, I don't know. A part of me feels like I value my life enough to not be around that type of environment. So that's A. B, I don't know if I would take the charge for somebody. I'm just keeping 1,000. I don't think I would take the charge.
Bro, if you were a 5-star NFL recruit, you was gonna be the O lineman, number 5 overall
He
draft
said,
pick.
"Oh,
You taking
line."
the charge?
And I know we're carrying illegal weapons on us,
Yes.
knowing it could compromise everything you've worked your life for.
Yes.
One of the niggas in the group, 100%.
No. But you in the group though.
Yes,
And one day I wilded out. I was like, you taking the charge?
it depends how dumb you were being.
Oh,
Yeah, it
now-
does.
Hold on.
see?
No. 'Cause
See?
if it was just a confrontation and guns had to fly,
Yes.
then yes. But if you went out your way to shoot somebody,
I was bugging that day.
okay, then
He said, "Nah." Then you
Yeah,
got
we
it.
gotta
You
have
by
a
yourself.
Bro.
Exactly.
We have to have a
I need
conversation.
to know the full details before I throw my life away for some shit that you did, boy. I just need to know.
People say he was better than me at my age.
I was considered top 2 player in the state of California.
He had offers from USC, Arizona, and all that stuff.
Everybody in the country recruiting me.
But the influences around him is what stopped him from proceeding to the next level.
I got
What is
into
this?
the whole gang aspect and ended up getting
Is this
locked
Iverson?
up and did 10 months. You know, made some mistakes in my life, you know what I mean? And been through some tough things, but you know, we all live, we live and we learn.
So just throw that in, Caleb. So for those who don't know, that was that's his father. It just so happens that the cycle is now repeating itself. Right. That clip was from a few years ago.
And remember from the podcast, Davo had told us a story about how he was one of the top ranked running backs in all of South Carolina, and then all it took was one text in a group chat where he made a threat to a rival team, and all his offers from all the top schools got pulled. We see this so often. In this case, familial, like his father. Like, how many examples of somebody fumbling a very important bag? That's like an easy mistake. And it depends, right? There's some environments like DeMar DeRozan, when he grew up in Compton, you can't even avoid it. So in that case, there's gonna be some level of gang activity or affiliation, and that's just the reality of the community that he lived in. But once he moved out of there, he wasn't toting guns or gang banging, or he made his millions. Nigga's gonna be a Hall of Fame athlete is because he chose to focus on his way out. And as a result, everybody around him got a chance to win too. His family, his friends, all of that, because now he has hundreds of millions of dollars. When you have an opportunity this big in front of you, especially as an athlete, you get so many new people that start whispering in your ear, hitting you up. And I know it could be tempting, but come on, bruh. You just can't carry. You can't carry, dog. And you know his NIL shit is in the millions, right? Yeah. Now that amateur players can get paid, his NIL deal is in the millions of fucking dollars. You have the money to pay for security, or you have the smarts to avoid putting yourself in difficult situations.
That's true.
It doesn't mean that you gotta be perfect, but this just feels like a mistake that could have been avoided, dog.
And what I want to say is it goes beyond just being a basketball player, because I think even regular people, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you give yourself a disadvantage that was completely avoidable. And I always, I was growing up, my mom always used to tell me, you be very mindful of the crowd that you keep, the people around you, because unfortunately who you keep around you is a representation of who you are as well in some capacities, especially when people from afar are making judgments of you. You stand around a bunch of clowns from afar, it's going to be really hard to determine who isn't the clown. So that's what my mom used to tell me. And at the time when I was growing up, I didn't really understand it, but as I continue to grow and I continue to put myself in situations where I had way more to lose than I did when I was growing up, I had way more understanding and complexities behind it. The problem here with this young gentleman is that too many instances of people attempting to explain to him not to do this. He has way more things to lose, and just putting himself on the right path where there's so many different resources to put him in the proper position, and yet it's still just squandered away.
Yeah, it's such a dumb situation to put yourself in. It's an S tier bad decision. It's a way to do it, but the thing is, niggas don't want to look pussy, bro. That's the thing, though. In 2023, you can't look pussy, bro. So you can't even fix the issue peacefully or diplomatically, because niggas gonna say, damn, you just let him press you, damn, you just let him do that, damn, you just let him swing it, damn, and you have to instigate, you have to do more, bro. That's just the way it is. And bro, it's a bad decision to have a gun in California. It's a bad decision to use a gun recklessly in California. It's a definitely objectively bad decision to shoot in the direction of someone. Fuck the law for a second, but because you could have killed somebody. All of those are really, really, really bad decisions.
We also learned about the Tory Lane situation, where you can just threaten somebody with a gun, or you don't even have to pull the trigger. You just threaten somebody, they can throw your ass in jail, bro. So like, bro, he's cooked, bro.
Yeah,
he's cooked.
But Tory also shot it.
But but from what I understood, they were saying like, no, in California, bro, you pull a gun and you start waving at somebody with threats.
California is that bad?
You're fit.
Oh, that's
bro.
strict.
This man clearly pointing it, or someone clearly pointed it at the car, because we see the bullet hole. So yeah, somebody could.
I'm hoping there's like a great resolution to all this. Where
will be jail time. Niggas in California, bro. Let's just keep it. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. Somebody going to jail.
Yeah, most likely.
Somebody going to jail. There's no other way around it. Somebody going to jail.
But they gotta prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. So that's gonna be the difficult part. Anyway, point is,
well, we know the nigga make bad decisions.
There's a lot we don't know.
If there's cameras, bro, if there's video of that, it's over.
People fumble something that hasn't even matured yet. Like your career has.
If there's video of him doing it, it's over. It's over with. Like, if there's video, but it's not him doing it, then he's straight, I guess. But he'll need to distance himself from that.
Hasn't even made millions yet, nigga. Like, yo, how long? I know Mikey was for like 4 years. Like, this nigga's been making mixtapes forever now. Like, the internet's known him for so long. To see it not become something beautiful the way we see with Lonzo would be a shame. So I'm really hoping there's a peaceful resolution. But this does feel like a whole bunch of bad decisions back to back to back to back to back. Let us know what y'all think in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like. Otherwise,
these aren't mistakes that could be avoided. These are choices that shouldn't have been made. Ooh, nice bar. I'm dead. The price you pay for trying to be a thug is always high. We don't need another Aaron Hernandez. Stop letting these people get away with criminal activities by suggesting someone else take the charge just because they're amazing at a sport. If you did, you need to be held accountable. You're combining both options. They said someone take the charge if you didn't do it. I doubt anyone would disagree with you that he did. Who is this? I'd be like, what he says makes sense, but then again, it's like, yeah. From City. Oh, it's this dude. Yeah, I don't really.
One of the most.
I don't really know what he did for it. I'm gonna take the charge. Please forget real quick what you do for them. No man likes to hand out money or feel in debt to somebody. Facts, I ain't taking no charge. I ain't doing anything. I mean, that makes sense. So that makes sense. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this. But yeah, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day and night, and bye.